Now, I have played this game before, not very much, and it was when I was very young at a friend's house, and I never beat this game, so I'm considering it to be a first playthrough because I don't remember anything about it besides that I enjoyed it. So, you know, being a fan of Blade Runner in general, this should be pretty fun. I know there's like a shit ton of endings in this game as well. What do we got? We got easy, medium, hard. We'll want normal, medium. User choice. That just allows us to select dialogue options, whereas the other ones kind of, the dialogue options change according to the character's personality. So, okay. How's it going? I know, right? I'm stoked to play it. Yo. I'm not even going to try to read all this out because I know I'll screw it up and then I'll fall behind on it for sure. So, from what I know about this game, which I haven't beaten it before, I've only played like a few minutes of it at a friend's house. It runs parallel to the movie, so it's not the movie's plot. It's a separate plot, but it happens at the same time as the movie. So apparently, it's just going on in the background. So the stories kind of intertwine every now and then. Right. Legit.
I'm leaving now.
Lucy, my sweet.
I cleaned out the tiger cage and sorted all the meal bins.
Mm-hmm.
So, if it's all right, it's my turn to fix dinner.
Haven't you forgotten something, little one?
Oh, God.
Just one little thing.
Mr. Runcer, please.
It's been a very long day.
I don't want to.
No, Lucy, I thought we'd settled this last week. Don't let's forget who pays your salary.
Ugh, I already want to kill this guy.
We're closed. Come back tomorrow. Wait, I haven't finished with you. I told you we're closed.
We're not here to buy, little man. We've come to sell.
You can't possibly have anything to interest me. These are extremely rare animals of the highest quality.
What a coincidence. So am I.
Oh, shit.
Is the price for humility.
Oh, please, don't.
And what else might we interest you in today, sir? Perhaps some virtue?
Oh, God.
Not my animals, please. I'm begging you.
Villains everywhere.
But what of honor, little man? At what price? Honor.
Oh my God, no! That tiger is the rarest specimen ever seen.
Tiger, tiger, burning bright. The forest of the night.
Oh, shit.
VR 61661, report to precinct headquarters, code 3. Repeat code 3.
I was just finishing up my 12 out on patrol when I got the
Hey, Willow.
call. Welcome relief, considering that the most
No
action
kidding.
I'd seen all night was a schizoid grandmother doing the shimmy in her underwear in the second sector.
Serious business.
VR 61661, report to division headquarters, code 3. Repeat code 3.
Last time I had a 3 was when some hooker vomited Thunderbird on Bryant's desk. And yours truly led the cleanup crew.
I see.
Year and a half on the job, it was still the dirtiest work I'd seen. Where's Captain Bryant?
Took a sick day.
Got himself a heinous case of ptomaine poisoning. He asked me personally to run the unit in his absence.
Gouza was one of the old-time guys who took their knocks in the streets. He had a friendly way about him, but you didn't want to turn your back on him if you were less than a friend.
Hope you've been enjoying your leisure time, kid, because it's time to take that thumb out of your ass.
Hallelujah.
Don't get too excited. The other Blade Runners are all jammed up. Holden's sucking dinner through a straw. Gaff's working the Tyrell break-in, and Steele's working special undercover. Looks like you got this one by default.
You really know how to make a girl feel wanted.
Animal murder done at Runciter Zoological. Probably just be a schizoid glitz, but we got the call. Old man Runciter lost something like 1 billion chinions worth.
10 to 1, this ain't a job for Rep Detect.
You got something better to do? Perfect your French cooking, maybe?
Maybe.
Slumming tonight, Slim?
I thought you were on special assignment.
Wasn't too damn special after I had the suckers out.
What happened?
Couple of fours were masquerading as fibroplast insulators down at Kaiser. I dressed up like a nurse. They never had a chance.
I'll bet. You put them on the machine?
Hell no. There's a beautiful little thing in here called the magic, and it ain't ever been wrong. You develop it, you got a brilliant career ahead of you.
I'm working on it.
What's Google got you doing tonight?
AM at Runciter's.
Animal murder. Oh, those skin jobs got no respect for anything that truly lives and breathes. And that goddamn Eldon Tyrell ought to be zipped into a body bag and flushed into deep space.
Fair.
Get rid of him, we'd be out of a job.
I think we're all overdue for a little off-world paid vacation. You
Also
can
true.
Stop staring at my ass now.
You got eyes in the back of your head?
All you gotta do is ask, Slim.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Wait, my dude.
Animal sales was a profitable and prestigious business since most real animals had died out after the Terran War. There were plenty of electric ones, though, powered by rechargeable batteries. No self-respecting
Oh, is the camera
human would own
frozen?
one of those frauds.
That sucks. Cat cam's frozen. Oh well. Have to do without it. Okay, so let me see. What is it? This button? Yeah. Like, look how ugly this looks when you turn on the filter they have for this remaster. Look how it, like, smears everything. It removes, like, all detail out of anything. Like, I know pixelation's kind of shitty, but, like, man, like, isn't that ugly? You can turn it on and off at will, which is cool, but it's so ugly. Anywho, yeah, I guess we'll just start talking to people and figuring shit out.
Canvass the area. Maybe somebody had his eyes open.
I'm on it.
Maybe. I like that all the characters in this game are actually voxel instead of being like full polygon stuff. They went with voxels because they didn't want to use
Canvass the area. Maybe somebody had his eyes open.
I'm on it.
any hardware. I was trying to talk to you, not the thing.
What do you know?
There you go.
About 30 counts of animal murder and one of aggravated
30?
assault. The shop's been thrashed. You ought to see this tiger cub they got in there. It's a goddamn tragedy.
How's old man Runciter holding up?
State of shock. He's been moaning and complaining about his world caving in.
Fair.
You'd feel the same way if they were your animals. How many perps?
He's a piece of
At
shit,
least
though.
2 bloody footprints all over the scene.
Must be a delightful sight.
Supposed to be better how, yeah, I know, right? That's why I'm not leaving it on. I'm just like, screw that, we'll just play it like this, in its original, intended way.
Scratches and paint flecks, and I knew what they meant. Unless the city had bought a jet black fire truck, somebody had a big fat traffic ticket coming.
Interesting. What's
Find
this?
something?
Piece of chrome.
From a car?
No, I think it's horse chrome. Bag it and tag it.
Yo, look at me finding evidence already. What's this?
Nothing even remotely interesting, but hell, if I was going to root through trash, my expectations weren't too high.
Okay. I don't think there's anything else we can click on. I could be wrong. Nope. I guess we head inside. Oof. That's a lot of
Judging
blood.
from the distance between the prints, I was looking for 2 very big men. One dragged his right foot, indicating a possible injury or lameness. The other appeared a lot more controlled, graceful even. Quite a pair.
I'm so glad that there's voice acting in this, so I don't have to read everything. Like, legit.
McCoy, LPD.
I'm absolutely certain Lucy Devlin was involved in this heinous act. She's the
You
young
think?
girl who works for me.
She's responsible for all this mayhem?
No, of course not. It was two men acting in concert with her, obviously.
Obviously. What'd they look like?
Big and scary and absolutely malevolent.
What a description. You can't remember what the dude looked like? Bruh. Anything else to say?
Can you
Motives?
think of anything they might have been after?
First, I thought they wanted money, but I don't keep any in the shop. Then I thought they wanted to steal my animals, but they started executing them.
Could they have been replicants?
Who else would be capable of such barbaric acts? All my animals.
I mean, to be fair, they crushed his hand with, like, just, like, a single hand, so obviously they're not human.
You ever do any business with the replicant manufacturers, Tyrell Corporation?
I resent that accusation.
Just wondering.
Officer, last May I personally sold Governor Colvig an exquisite Bergeron coat. I have been a guest at his house on 3 separate occasions.
I see.
Do I look like I need to carry artificial product?
I mean, you're a piece of shit, so kinda. A little bit.
Tell me about this Lucy.
There's not a lot I can tell you. She's only worked for me for about a month. She's about 14 years old with pink hair.
Yeah.
A very attractive young thing.
How'd you find her?
She came to me with a reference from Ogilvy's in the Northwest Zone. And he's a very reputable wholesaler.
You treat her well?
As well as any young tot should be treated.
She got a desk? Or someplace where she worked?
She used to eat over there.
Okay, well, we'll check out everything else first. We can
You
click
got
on the
any
camera.
discs from that camera?
It's irrelevant. Those murderers also destroyed the camera. Thousands of Chinyans worth.
Maybe it photographed them before they shot it out.
I
What a
guess
charmer,
that's a
yeah.
point at that.
Is he gonna get them? Where's he going? Where's this dude going? What are you doing? Why'd you go in a circle? That pathing, though.
I believe this is the disc from last night.
Yo,
BT.
CD. Is it a video CD? It's gotta be, right? Anyone remember those? Remember video CDs? I think I still have a few. I could be wrong. What can we look at here? Can't look at any of that. We can go look at Lucy's desk, I guess, so let's go do that.
I'm ruined. Total.
I'm happy you're ruined. What's that?
A toy dog.
Okay.
A candy bar.
Okay.
Yuck. Well, isn't that cute?
Monkeys. It's pretty cute, yeah. You're correct.
Howie Lee's in Chinatown. I'd eaten there myself.
Okay. I see. Is there anything else I can do here? Nothing to say about the bullet holes? Oh, that's for looking at clues, right? Okay. Nothing else, I don't think. This game is time sensitive too, by the way, because I'm pretty sure it's one of the first games to have like where the characters actually do things even while you're not doing anything with them. So like the villains could be doing stuff while we're doing
All my
investigations.
animals.
It's pretty ahead of its time, honestly. It has 13 different endings, I think. So
See if
we're
you
just
can
gonna
dig up that reference
play
from
naturally
Ogilvy's.
and whatever we get.
Yes,
Right?
it's somewhere here. Just a moment.
We'll try to get whatever. Gotta beat the bad dudes, yeah.
Here you are. My precious one. She was my baby.
Yeah, clearly.
Stick around. I may not be finished with you.
Yeah, I think I'm finished with him though, because I don't think there's anything else we can look at here. Right. I should make sure though. Keep seeing stuff that I think is something, but it's not. It's hard to tell, really. Okay.
It didn't add up. Animal murders, the lack of any theft, the small animals alone were worth a good chunk of change on the street. It seemed more like an act of vengeance.
You got anything to say now?
Find anything else out here?
Zilcho. Row actions inside. Abstract art. All over the walls and ceiling.
I don't know if I call it art, but
Never
sure.
did appreciate art.
Fair. Okay. I guess we'll leave then. I think, if I remember, I don't remember if you have to go to the police station to, like, check the images and stuff. Like, that's on that disc that he gave us. Or if we have to go to our apartment. I think we might have to go to our apartment. I've only played, like, a little tiny bit of this game way back when this came out. Okay, that's where we are. We can go to Chinatown, police station, or we'll go to the apartment first, might as well. Okay. Is there anything I can do out here? I don't think so, right? We just go into the apartment. The artwork's so nice in this, though. And they did such a good job with the 3D renders of everything. The pre-rendered backgrounds. And it's kind of cool that they decided to go with voxel for the characters instead of polygons, because that's pretty interesting. And I think the reason they did that was because they didn't want to have to rely on like hardware-related stuff for like computers, you know, because everything back in the time you had to have like a good GPU and stuff like that.
Floor number, please.
Like a voodoo card or something at the time, I guess. Makes sense.
McCoy, 88F.
88. Thank you.
If you don't know what voxels are, it's essentially the same as pixels. It's a counterpart.
I lived with the best
where
gal I'd
pixels
ever
get
seen. She was
an
2
extra
now,
dimension,
full of
so-
life and love. She'd cost me about a year's salary.
it's pretty
she
cool.
was worth it. It was good to have someone warm nearby after completing a dirty job. And
Yo.
the retirement swag from this case would go toward getting her a partner.
Yo.
Who's the best dog in the whole world?
You just bark. Is that all you do? Yes. Okay. I guess this is the thing we gotta use, right? Love the freaking background noise and stuff. Go in here first. Assuming we don't want to sleep.
No messages. I'm in demand.
Fair enough.
Violent street crime in the city rose again last year by a whopping 26%, according to the latest figures from the Department of Justice. Governor
Maybe
Colvig
think she looks
attributed
like.
the change to the dramatic increase in the number of specials registered as city residents and promised a tough new set of standards for the City Immigration Bureau by next month.
I see. What's out here? Whoa. That's a really cool transition. I don't know what the point is, but it's cool. I like it. I don't want to do the bed because I feel like that'll make us go to sleep, and I don't know if we want to waste time, really. We can check the images maybe with this, right? Yeah.
Scanning video disc. 2 enhanceable images found. Adding enhanceable photographs to Kaya database.
Okay. We'll do the first
Center
one.
crime scene.
Yo. This is so movie accurate stuff that I love it. It's just like, can I zoom in here? Can we zoom in on that? No. Okay, well, there's nothing there then. Perhaps we can look at what's on the desk. Maybe not, I don't know. Okay, it won't let me. What about this guy? Dude, that's wild. It's a pretty cool game, honestly. It's like pretty it's a pretty acclaimed game too. It's not like it's one of those, it's not like it's like really that obscure where like nobody has ever talked about it or something. It's from what I remember, like it got really good reviews when it came out. The fuck is that? Is that a monkey? I feel like I don't know what we have to look at on this one. Oh, shit. Okay. It worked this time, apparently.
A sushi menu from Howie Lee's. Give me a hard copy of that.
Okay. I don't know what else we gotta look at in these pictures. I don't know. A snake. Neat. Can we like... Oh, I was gonna say, can I like go over this way? Oh, only that far though. I don't know. I feel like we're supposed to look at something with him, but maybe not. It doesn't really give me the option, so... How do I change pictures? That's what I want to know. Can I just escape? Okay.
Run sitter, crime scene.
This music's dope, too. Who's this guy? Let's get a picture of him. Enhance. Shit. Gotcha.
He looks familiar. Give me a hard copy of that.
Okay. Is there anything else we can look at in here? Can I look at this guy? Maybe I can look at the license plate on the car. I don't think we can do anything with this. Maybe though. I'll try zooming in exactly to that right there. Let's see if it does anything. I don't think it will though. Okay. What about here though? It is crazy. Oh, look at me. I actually thought of it.
Local license plate. Give me a hard copy of that.
Okay. You're doing good detective work. We got this. I feel like there's something over here I'm supposed to do because, like, it seems weird that it's given us this angle of him where we can see what he's reading. You know? Maybe not, though. But don't let us zoom any more than that, so I guess not. I don't see anything else of interest. We only got one thing on the other picture, too, so I'm kind of wondering if there's not something else I'm supposed to do here. I don't know what to look at is the problem. It just shows like a picture of the animals. I don't think it's that. I mean, we got whatever was over there, so I think we might be good. Let's go to the police station anyways, because there's probably other clues that we can go look at as well.
Here you go, baby. Dinner time.
Yo, gotta feed the dog, right?
Here you go, baby. Dinner time.
Your floor number, please.
The lighting is cool? Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Roof.
The roof. Okay. Get to our sick car. Why don't cars look like this? Of all the things that disappoints me about the future from the 80s point of view is that they always had really cool car ideas and none of the cars look as cool as any of the things from the 80s. Like, why don't we have cars look like this? All we got is Cybertrucks. Cybertrucks, a shitty version of the DeLorean. Well, it don't have to be flying, but, like, the designs could be cool, you know? All cars should have gull-wing doors by now. They can't handle normal cars. You're not wrong. There's too many regulations to have cars have weird designs like that. Okay. This is pretty cool so far, though. I'm enjoying it. Oh dear Lord, I don't know where to go.
Ground floor.
Oh. You tell me what there?
Ground floor. Mainframe and shooting range. Laboratory. Roof.
Laboratory, I guess? Okay. Is there anything I can do here? Before I talk to...
Got anything new for me,
Bro.
Dino?
I was wondering when you'd show your mug around here, McCoy. We got the animal corpses from Runcitus, but there wasn't a whole lot to work with.
Yeah, you're saying?
Bone marrow?
About 50% were real, the rest were fakes.
Of course.
So, Runciter was ripping his customers off.
State-of-the-art fakes. Miles beyond the crap you see on Animoid Row.
The kind that comes from legit manufacturers?
And they're the ones that usually produce the quality.
What about the wounds?
Most of them were shot point blank, but we're looking at some others. Sloppy cuts with a knife, like the perp was really pissed off at something.
Butcher knife?
Could be, but who cuts meat anymore?
Nice bunch of reps I'm tailing. Hope you're not pulling a meat cleaver out of my back next week.
Fair. Is that
Anything else?
That black paint you found on the fire hydrant? It's from a ground car.
Oh shit.
You sure?
The angle of impact was almost head on. And there ain't too many spinner drivers klutzy enough to smack a street-level hydrant in VTOL mode.
I heard your wife got her license back.
You're a real funny guy, McCoy.
Anything else?
That piece of chrome you found outside of Runcitus is from a 1995 Pontiac.
Whoa!
Nice set of wheels.
Okay, not what I call a classic.
1995
Anything
Pontiac.
else?
Zip, man. Try me later.
Okay, how do we open our menu thing? Is it... Yeah, there it is. Okay. So...
About 30 counts of animal murder and one of aggravated assault.
A toy dog. A dog with wheelchair wheels? Okay. Can we, like, do stuff with this dog? I don't remember how this works.
Howie
so
Lee's
this is
in
all new to me.
Chinatown. I'd eaten there myself.
Okay.
Howie Lee's. Bryant once got food poisoning there, so he shut it down for a couple of months. Now it was always good for a freebie.
Most of them were shot point blank, but we're looking at some others. Sloppy cuts with a knife.
She came to me with a reference from Ogilvy's in the Northwest Zone, and he's a very reputable wholesaler.
Scratches and paint flecks, and I knew what they meant. Unless the city...
Okay, is there like some way I can like scan this dude's freaking... Oh, okay. Whereabouts? Monsters View B. Crime scene database? I don't understand how most of this works. Clue database. Photograph.
Howie Lee's in Chinatown. I'd eaten there myself.
Log back, log forward. I thought there was a way to like scan like for his photo in like a database, but I don't remember if I can do that or not. Or maybe I'm just in the wrong spot. I don't know. Anyway, we'll go back, I guess. Dog with wheels, yeah.
Laboratory. Mainframe and shooting range.
Maybe we have to go to the mainframe for that?
Violent street crime in the city rose again last year by a whopping 26%, according to the latest figures from the Department of Justice. Governor Kolvig attributed the change to the dramatic increase in the number of specials registered as city residents and promised a tough new set of standards for the City Immigration Bureau by next month.
I see.
Old copies of case files, notices, and memos. The usual station junk.
I see. Strong feelings about that, hey?
Lucky Strikes. Crystal's brand. I knew she was spending a lot of time in the training maze these days, even though she'd already gotten close to a perfect score.
I see.
Well, if it ain't Ray McCoy. Bryant finally letting you play with the big boys.
Clearance come through?
You bet. You bring your piece?
Don't leave home without it.
Steele's been running the maze every other day for 2 weeks, and the targets are getting a little roughed up.
I thought Gouza was going to requisition some new ones.
I ain't seen him down here in a month. Guess he's been busy.
Poor guy. I bet he gets all tuckered out from pushing those papers around.
And don't sell him short, McCoy. Gouza could be one tough hombre. I remember when we worked mice together. He poured acetone on 2 pimps that gave us some lip and lit a match. I'll tell you, it looked like the goddamn 4th of July out there.
Peachy.
Peachy.
You keeping busy, pal?
Nah, the place has been pretty quiet the last couple of days.
You keeping busy, pal?
I like this like random
Nah,
conversation
the place has been
stuff
pretty
too.
quiet the last couple of days.
I see. Okay.
Hit the lock, Jack.
I guess there ain't no harm in it.
Target and shoot all threats.
I don't know how this works at all. Okay.
Do not shoot innocents.
No shit.
Confirm target as hostile before shooting.
Funny little story about lighting dudes on fire. Fair. What are considered innocents? Ones that don't have guns or something, I guess? It's hard to fucking do. Ow. I suck at this, apparently. Oh shit, she's holding a baby, I guess. Damn it. I'm sorry. I don't even see that guy up there every time. Don't shoot her.
Completed sequence. Proceed to next station.
Villain hair double confirmed. Yeah. Okay, so okay. Right clicks takes out my gun. Jeez, I can't talk today. What is wrong with me? I know it's gonna sound crazy, but I hope all the innocent ones are holding... Like, I can't see the freaking baby. I can't tell which is a baby, which is a gun. The guns are blue, I guess, but, like, they're not too bright. I'm gonna fail this, for sure. Bro, I couldn't even tell you... Whatever. God dang, that's hard. Okay, she is. I could tell from that angle. Because it's white. But I can't tell when she's walking up. Like... I guess I just gotta wait for them to pull a gun. Maybe.
Completed sequence. Proceed to next station.
A U.S. police officer. Yeah. Yeah. I guess I am. Where the hell do I go? What do heck? This way? I guess so. I really do like these camera angle things they be doing. They're pretty cool. Okay, well I can see that. Damn, this last one's hard. Holy fuck, that was quick. How do they expect me to, like, have those reflexes? What do they think this is? Mrs., why are you out here with a baby in the middle of this fucking, like, shootout, bro? I'm trying to freaking shoot. Bro.
Completed sequence.
They're gonna be like, bro, your shooting is terrible. I'm like, yep. Accurate. Where do go now? Oh, in there? Oh no, I can't. That's just me clicking on stuff. I'm so confused. In there? Usually it's like a blue arrow, right? Do I go back? Do I go this way? Just run, will ya? Oh, okay. There's like a turn. Makes sense. Successfully have not shot 2 babies. That's great. They're trying to fool me now. They're like turning their back to me, which makes me think, I'm like, oh no, it's a baby. No. Man, when this comes to the actual gameplay part, I'm gonna fail so hard. It's gonna be like Snatcher all over again.
Completed all sequences. Proceed to exit.
Creating orphans is what I do. Okay. I mean, I could be lighting people on fire, so, you know, there's that too. The Esper room. Okay, so this is just this thing again. So we got one at the house, and then we got the one here. Is there, like, a way for me to analyze the pictures that I took? That's what I want to know. Because it doesn't seem like it.
Uploading personal clue database.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's it.
Downloading mainframe clue database.
Accurate.
Clue database transfer complete.
Okay. So what do I do now?
Uploading personal clue
I'm so
database.
confused.
Downloading mainframe clue database.
Toggle help.
Clue database transfer complete.
Okay. Do I go under now? No. Is there something else I can do? I'm so confused. Huh. Okay, well, I guess we're just leaving then. Like, unintentionally going in my villain era. That's the funniest part.
Mainframe and shooting ground floor. Lockup.
Ground floor. There's so many things we can do, and I never know, like, what I should be doing in this. Legitimately. Run, McCoy, run. You're the slowest runner of all time. Okay.
Bryant go on permanent leave and you get full use of the office, Lieutenant?
You know the procedure. Dump it all in the mainframe upstairs and I'll read it later.
You got it.
Okay, so I already did that, so we're good. So that's what I was supposed to do. Okay. See, we're probably going to get a bad ending, I'm sure. I mean, none of the endings are, like, particularly bad from what I've heard about it, but they're all interesting. It's not a long game either.
Lockup.
Lockup? There's no one down here we can talk to, right? This person, whoever the fuck this is.
Are they letting me out?
I'm not the one who makes that decision.
I suppose it's my turn to bear the cross for the cause.
Uh-huh. Totally. Okay, I'm assuming this is probably where we're gonna have to come later, so... That's fine. I guess we're going to the roof again. I don't know where we need to go. Maybe we need to go to Chinatown, I guess, because we got that, like, sushi bar evidence. Because we probably got to find Lucy, right? I'm assuming. Like I said, the thing is real time, too, so the characters can move from different places, right? So you have to go track them down depending on where they are at that moment in time. Yeah. Chinatown. Whoa.
Real sushi was a luxury reserved only for the elite, since most sea life had become radioactive after the Third Terran War. The rest of us had to eat new sushi, soya mixed with off-world lichen.
I see. Okay.
You got anything that's a match for these? McCoy, LPD. I want to ask you a couple of questions.
Sorry, my man. I just don't got the time.
Got to mix more out back.
Okay.
Beautiful night, isn't it?
When business thriving, night always beautiful.
Fair enough.
How long has that chef worked for you?
Zubin? Just month. Superior chef makes all kinds of new soups.
Fair enough.
This from your place, isn't it?
Could be. Chopstick come from Yoshi's restaurant supply.
Okay.
This from your place, isn't it?
Yes, sir. You do Huawei favor? Distribute all through our police station?
What's real fresh tonight?
Special shipment of Toro just arrived. I fix you right up. No one else. Clean as a whistle.
You're Prince, Howie. See you later, Howie. See you later, Howie.
Okay. Can we not talk to this guy then?
You're a pretty smart-looking cat. Wanna make some money?
Pay me large, you got my rapt attention.
Depends on how much the information's worth.
Unfortunately, my man, I got a bug. Dynamite dining, old man. Catch you later.
This guy's sus.
Excuse me, pal.
Okay. Talk to this guy, I guess.
Howie says you're a master chef.
You not come back here. Air bad.
This'll only take a minute. I'm looking for a girl about 14 years old with pink hair. You seen her?
I don't know her.
You sure about that?
Stick around. I might want to talk to you later.
You sure about that? Sounds like you might know her. Sir.
You're Spencer Gregorian, right?
No.
Oh, so is this
I
the
really think my lawyer should be here.
person that she interviewed? See, I'm supposed to have this dialogue option, so maybe I was supposed to talk to this guy first. That's probably it.
I'm gonna give you a little test.
The other detective, she already tested me earlier today.
Uh-huh. Look, I gotta check out the equipment, and you're the only stiff around.
I object to this treatment. If you'll just call my lawyer, he'll take care.
Your lawyer would tell you I got the authority.
This is probably supposed to be like a
there
training
if
thing
I
for it, I
want.
guess, right?
And he'd have to smile and nod and kiss my butt until I cleared him. So
Maybe.
sit down.
Out of my comfy zone. That's actually really funny. I like that. The thing with this game that's weird is that they don't really tell you what to do in any of this stuff. You just kind of got to figure it out. Worked that time. There you go. I just reconnected it. It seemed to be fine after that. Uh-oh. Ask a low intensity question. It's like, there's nothing I can do with it. Like, I don't understand. It's so weird.
Reaction time is a factor in this, so
okay.
Please pay attention. Where do you live?
3rd sector, uptown.
Nice neighborhood?
Very. Is this going to take long?
Just keep your pants on, Spencer. You notice someone attractive across the room.
If I thought the attraction was mutual, I would ask her out for coffee or lunch.
Okay.
Are you taking any drugs?
No. How does your machine work? Is it a lie detector?
Not exactly. Your verbal responses aren't what's important. Why? You got something to hide, Spencer?
Absolutely not.
Oh, getting a bit of a reaction out of there, buddy.
You're watching TV. Suddenly you notice a wasp crawling on your wrist.
A wasp? That's an insect, isn't it?
Yeah, it stings.
Well then, I'd have to be careful. I'd stay still until it flew away.
Your child comes home with a black eye.
I'd call the school.
So we're getting a human response, I'm assuming, right? Because we're getting the human gauge is moving and the replicant gauge is not moving as much.
What's the most embarrassing thing that ever happened to you?
I'm not answering that.
Welcome in, Tiny, by the way.
You rent a mountain cabin. On the walls, someone has hung old maps and Currier and Ives prints. A deer's head is mounted above the fireplace. A full stag with developed horns.
I'd leave.
Oh?
You're watching an old movie. It shows a banquet in progress. The guests are enjoying raw oysters. The entree consists of boiled dog.
And this test is supposed to
I'm
determine
doing
if
well.
the subject is a replicant?
Is that an answer?
Even a replicant would react to these questions.
Yes, but slowly, and not as strongly. You're on a farm. You get into the pen to feed the pigs. In their excitement, the animals knock you down into the mud. Using a butcher knife, you slit the throat of the nearest sow. You're covered in blood as you stumble to your feet.
Damn.
My God. You know, I actually feel sorry for you, Detective McCoy. The lack of empathy. Have you ever taken this test?
I don't need to. I know what I am.
So do I.
You suddenly feel the urge to commit suicide.
Damn.
I love life too much to commit suicide. You wouldn't know about that, would you?
This guy's definitely human.
A man dressed in rags approaches you on the street and asks for money.
I tried to help him, of course. Buy him dinner or take him to a shelter.
Positive result. Subject is human.
Yeah.
Test terminated.
Okay. So I'm assuming maybe I had to do that in order to unlock that as a dialogue tree option, because you know how these games are.
I got some more questions for you. Tell me about your protest at Tyrell's plant.
I already told that other detective everything. Under duress.
I want to know about the people who were there. The Rastafarian and the Asian guy with the sunglasses.
I don't know them.
Were they together?
They seemed to be. I saw them talking.
Before or after the explosion?
Before. I didn't see them at all after. That's all I know, I swear. I wouldn't even know where to find explosives. I'm not a violent man.
Of course you aren't. You just want to let replicants walk the streets.
They're not killers, Detective. They're innocents. They just want to live a decent, productive life like you or me.
It's that simple, huh?
Thoughts, chat, on the replicant dilemma of Blade Runner? Do you think they should be considered humans, or are they not human?
I got some more questions for you. Lot of people involved in your cause? Spencer?
Yes, sir, we're growing
You don't know
fast.
shit. You've never seen Blade Runner?
As more and more people realize that replicants have cognitive and emotional legitimacy, the Citizens Against Replicant Slavery will spearhead the movement towards...
Save the pitch for someone who gives a shit.
We're peaceful people, Detective. We live by a code that men like you could never understand.
Try me.
2 centuries ago, humans were held in slavery. Brave souls formed an underground railroad.
So, you help replicants escape the city.
I'm talking figuratively,
Don't watch
Detective.
movies. Oh my god.
Sure you are.
You're missing out, bro.
We're not children, Detective. We have resources.
Although...
The world is changing. People are waking up to the injustices perpetrated by a sick society that you have helped...
A lot of them will wake up dead if reps are allowed to run amok on Terra, jerk.
I'll say the one thing about the original Blade Runner movie is that it's a pretty slow-moving movie. It has a very long open, I would say. So, like, I understand why some people don't like it as much as, like, other people do. I kind of get it. But I do think it's a masterpiece. It's a really good movie. Yeah. Mickey's adorable. Sometimes. Sometimes he's a little shit. Oh, is that Lucy there? Is that what I'm supposed to be looking for? And she's like barely fucking visible? So hard to get it to zoom in on specific things. How's it getting this camera angle? What is this shit?
Hello
Okay,
there,
cool.
Lucy. Give me a hard copy of that.
Okay. That's what I was thinking. I was like, we got, like, it's hard to ask this guy in a dialogue tree about her if I don't have, like, a description of her besides a girl with pink hair. Curious.
Mainframe and shooting range. Ground floor. Mainframe and shooting range.
Okay, so let's try it now then. Once again, any playthrough I'm doing, I don't mind you guys giving me hints. Just, like, obviously don't spoil, but, like, you know, tell me to go do something and I'll be like, okay. I'm all for that. Sounds good.
This girl ever eat around here?
Nah, all gaijin look like the old man.
See you later, Howie.
Okay.
You know this girl or not?
Nope. I know who I know, and who I don't know. I don't know her.
Think hard.
Okay. Maybe seen her once. At station. Riding north on bullet train.
North, huh?
Oh, shit. Oh, damn. Go after him. Surprised I actually dodged that, if I'm being real. Fuck talking to that guy. We got shit to do. I'm guessing I'm going that way. There's nowhere else to click. Yo. Action.
Relax. Nobody's gonna get retired, okay?
What do you want from Zubin?
Just talk, that's all.
So talk?
There are things I want to know.
Ah, police.
I'm McCoy, LPD Rep Detec Unit.
Rep Detec?
Sometimes we're called Blade Runners.
Yo. He still runs. Who do you think he is?
Locked. Locked.
I know, Mickey. I sees you. Wouldn't you run? I mean, I guess, but, you know. So we can't do anything with him now, right?
Totally uninteresting.
I mean, it looks pretty interesting to me. I don't want to miss anything. What do you want, Mickey? You being affectionate. Don't run away. Chill out, bye. You're so strange. Yeah. You a good boy? Yeah. Too bad the cat cam's not working tonight, hey.
Locked.
Locked. Locked. Well. Okay. The people that cry out Mickey emote. Probably whenever I get another one. Or I can replace one of the other ones.
Rumor has it you've been earning your stripes, McCoy.
Working on it.
Keep it up. You just might have a future in this business.
I understand it's got a hell of a retirement plan.
I checked with UN Air. Looks your rep swung that moon bus massacre last month.
They ever find the moon bus?
Disappeared into thin air. Brian thinks it crashed out in the Kipple.
How many reps we talking about?
Enough.
Yeah, I did.
They're Nexus 6s. So don't take too much slack.
I did that, and then 20 subs
Target
was
give you the slip?
the other one.
What happened, McCoy? You feel
And then
sorry
I think
for
the
it?
next one is 30 or something.
My
like
game
that.
must have been off.
Go home and get some rest. I'm sure you need it.
I still got the tier ones too. And like bits tier emotes as well, but it's like I don't really like using those all that much because, you know, not everybody can use that. Okay, well I guess we're just leaving then.
See you later, Howie.
Howie has nothing to say about that? Wait, before I do that, should I? Should I go check the kitchen? Also, can I talk to that person that was out here? Is he gonna still be here, I wonder? I love it when the camera angles actually, like, pan like that. It's so cool. Oh. Wait, what do we get?
Nothing even remotely interesting, but hell, if I was gonna root through trash, my expectations weren't too high.
True. Okay, hang on a second. What did we just get?
You know this girl or not?
Nope.
A license plate? Is that the plate from the fucking... It is. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. I guess we'll head... I don't know. To my apartment. Or to the police station. Maybe the police station first and then to my apartment. Just so we can add all of our clues to the mainframe or whatever. Looks like ooze. The ooze. Like the ooze? Like ooze? Like from Power Rangers? That's the only ooze I can think of off the top of my head. Remember, have you ever seen the Power Rangers movie? With Ivan Ooze? I quote that so much in real life. Every time I'm like, oh, the TMNT ooze, right? The Secret of the Ooze. The second movie.
Mainframe and shooting range. Laboratory.
Let's go to laboratory first. Yeah.
Anything else?
Zip, man. Try me later.
But yeah, there's also the ooze in Power Rangers movie. Ivan Ooze.
Mainframe and ground floor. Mainframe and shooting
And I quote
range.
that so much because there's like a part in it where like he gets annoyed with the Power Rangers and he's like, teenagers. And I always do that when I get annoyed with actual teenagers. That'd be me at the Minecraft movie. Okay.
Uploading personal clue database.
Oh, hello. Sorry, I don't have your cat cam. It's not working for some reason.
Downloading mainframe clue database.
That camera always does that.
Clue database transfer.
It's a terrible movie. It's horrible. TV show is not that great either, so, you know. It is what it is. Okay. I guess we can just go to our apartment now that we got everything done here.
Laboratory. Roof.
Power Rangers is a weird show. At least the originals were, because they were just these Japanese TV shows where they were all dressed up in those suits and stuff like that. And then what they do is they'd shoot separate scenes of like American teenagers doing whatever. Teenagers, they're probably all like 40. But yeah, they used to do that stuff, and then they just reused the footage from the Japanese show, right? It's a really like low cost thing, right?
Your floor number, please.
Apartments.
McCoy, 88F.
88. Thank you.
Good doggy. Here you go, baby. Dinner time.
I wasn't.
Zubin was the first Nexus 6 I'd come up against.
I was gonna say,
There
I
was something in
didn't
his
click on the
eyes,
balcony.
An almost primordial desire to live. Most of the 3s, 4s, and 5s I'd seen would just give up when you had them. But these 6s, they were a whole other breed.
It's just like his little platform for thinking. I like it. That's what I mean. This is like the pondering friggin' deck. Wow, a protagonist that actually uses the bathroom, imagine.
Portrait of the sleep-deprived.
It's been one of those days.
Got your delivery here, man.
What?
Kingston Kitchen.
Oh, yes, right. Hold on.
Is this what the gravity be like on Mars?
Oh, no. It's about a third of what we got here on Terra. Real comfy. How about turning that dial, okay? When I say...
Please, can you control your rat?
I'll have you know that Ricky's a purebred chihuahua, and he's totally real.
Didn't need the underwear shop, but sure.
Tyrell Corporation.
Boring, boring. Old man Tyrell's been on a Wagner kick lately. He never shuts up.
You also do outside work?
Sweetie, I never go outside. It's bad for the glands.
How about Nexus 6? You know a lot about them?
I think you should be going now.
Understand good, it holds deep meaning for me now. Where be your research on Nexus 6? I need test studies, contacts, the works.
Only simulator. Extra terrestrial gravity.
One more minute, you be swallowing this explosive. 3 more minutes, they be hosing you off the True Life building across town.
Oh, I swear, I don't have anything. If I did, I'd give
I wish I knew, Tiny. I wish I knew.
Sick and dying. You tell me something.
Talk to Dr. Tyrell.
Tell me something I don't know.
The organ designers, Miraji, Hannibal Chu, Luther and Lance. They're closer to him than
so
I am.
freaking annoying lately.
DNA Row. They're
Hmm.
all working down on DNA Row.
You one miserable package, man.
No! No, please, don't!
Pick up.
Hope you aren't camped out there with a bottle of tequila.
Very funny.
Early bird slays the worm, McCoy.
Don't worry, I'm up, Lieutenant. What's the buzz?
One of Tyrell's employees got his fat face splattered all over the marble interior of the Tyrell building.
Oh?
Inside?
That's right. But we also got a sweet little break on it. Tyrell's surveillance system recorded the whole shebang.
Beautiful. How many perps?
Just one. I don't know if it's related to the Runciner deal or not. Tyrell security will have the disc for you when you get there. You'll be good, killer.
Okay.
Maggie, come here, girl. Maggie, come here, girl.
Maggie.
Who's the best dog in the whole world?
Maggie is.
Your floor number, please.
Right. Right. Bro run's so funny. Okay, so we got some other stuff. The Tyrell building. I guess that's where we're going.
A new life awaits you.
Off-world. Didn't they have like a giant Atari logo on the fucking thing back then too? That's so funny to me. They really thought Atari was like the
McCoy,
future.
LPD.
Yeah, just a minute.
Where do I go?
Grav test on the east wing, 66th floor. Here's the footage from the security cameras. You get a pretty good look at the man's face.
How'd he get past you guys?
He pretended to be a delivery man. Dr. Eisenduller ordered in a lot, so it didn't seem unusual.
Oh my.
I may have more questions for you later on.
Yes, sir.
Let's see if there's anything else we can do before we do anything. Yo. Okay.
Someone had tried to access a bunch of protected files on the Tyrell network and failed. Not just once, but a dozen times. Tyrell engineers might forget their passwords, but what would the Grav Lab boys need with replicant DNA sequences and incept dates?
That's a good question. Do we go here?
Jesus.
Jesus.
I've seen worse, but not by much.
Learn anything?
You could strain him through a sieve.
That's something. What's this?
I'd seen more dead animals than live ones in the last 24 hours.
Fair.
Now it was dogs. 3 of them. I thought about Maggie and nearly threw up.
Yeah, I dare say. They're killing dogs now?
I'd seen more dead
I was gonna say, do I need to like, do I need to click all of them or just? But I guess not. What's this?
A takeout box from Kingston Kitchens.
So, all the restaurants.
The dog collar has a name on it.
Ricky, maybe? Okay. No, not. Can't look at that.
You spot anything you think I ought to know about, tell me.
Absolutely.
You spot anything you...
Absolutely.
Okay, well, let's check the
Obviously,
body.
he'd been killed with an explosive, and not just because he'd been plastered on the wall with 1,000 strokes. The detonator wire I pulled out of his skull told the whole story. But I wondered why the killer didn't just shoot him.
Detailed.
Disgusting. Disgusting.
Okay. Well, we got the camera footage and we got some evidence, so I guess what we could do is we could head back to the police station and check the camera footage, right? Same
I'd
dialogue.
seen more, and now I thought about.
Yes, it is same dialogue.
You spot anything you think I ought to know about, tell me.
Absolutely.
I was gonna say, this guy really just be taking photos of the same shit. Okay. Is there any more stuff out here to do, I wonder?
Eisenduller, the Tyrell brass wouldn't be too happy if they knew I was snagging a copy of their files, but someone had wanted them bad enough to kill Eisenduller, so I figured they must be worth having.
Nothing.
Ooh, what's that?
The earring was shaped like an insect. I didn't know much about jewelry, but it looked like junk to me, like the cheap crap sold at the stands and shops of Animoid Row.
Okay. We're getting lots of evidence, that's good. Nothing.
Nothing.
Is that all I can do then? Guess so.
Lagging behind again?
Gouza didn't say anything about me working with a partner.
Oh, in a pig's ass, Slim. No, I'm following up on my own. Could be it's linked to this Tyrell debacle.
How's yours
Okay.
connected to mine?
I'm still putting the pieces together. It's all stored in Esper's mainframe. You hear about the Moonbus massacre?
Gaff mentioned it.
Could be our cases are overlapping. I might keep you posted.
Do that.
Seems like they are. The voice acting in this game is really good. For this time.
You friendly with Eisenduller?
Most of the employees I see coming in morning and night, but old Marcus, Dr. Eisenduller, he almost never left his lab.
He afraid of somebody?
I think it had something to do with the air outside and the germs. I once heard him complain about it.
Smart. What was his job?
Grub Test Chief Engineer. The lab runs tests to see how a replicant would perform in different planetary gravitational fields. That kind of thing. One of the other engineers could tell you more.
Oh yeah, 100%.
You know if anyone lost an earring like this one lately?
Not one of the employees, that's for sure. The boss enforces a strict dress code around here.
How did Eisenduller's moo-moo fit in?
Hey, you know, company rules only apply to the lesser mortals.
How do I get in to see the big boss?
You don't, unless he wants to see you.
Okay. How do I make him want to see me?
Well, you could call his personal assistant.
Who is?
Don't know offhand.
Yeah, I get the picture.
Isn't it Rachel?
You know anything about Tyrell's computer system?
Security's tight as a drum, if that's what you're asking.
Somebody tried to access restricted data from the terminal in Dr. Eisenduller's office.
But they couldn't get in.
Yeah. Looks like Dr. Tyrell keeps his files safer than he keeps his employees. I may have more questions for you later on.
I mean, to be fair, like Resident Evil, I definitely agree with, but for Silent Hill, at least they were more intentionally making their dialogue bad, just to it made it more creepy. Realistically, that's one of the things that I found about the Silent Hill 2 remake that I wasn't a huge fan of, but it's a really good remake. Like, it's almost perfect. But I do miss the original dialogue a lot because it's very disjointed feeling, and like it still has it in the remake, but it's not quite the same. I don't know. There's something like that makes it even more creepy when they're talking almost inhumanly, you know? Should we go to Anemoid Row first, or should we go back and check this evidence first? I feel like we should check the evidence first because I don't know why I went to my apartment. I should have just went to the police station because that has the Esper thing too. It's fine, whatever.
Your floor number,
Yeah.
please.
Especially Silent Hill 1. I really like Silent Hill 1.
McCoy, 88F.
88. Thank you.
In fact, I'm one of those weirdo people that has Silent Hill 2 as like one of my least favorite in the series. Not least favorite, but I like Silent Hill 3 as my favorite. And then Silent Hill 1. I love Silent Hill 1. That game holds up so amazingly.
Scanning video disc.
And then 2.
One enhanceable image
And then
found.
4. I really like
Adding
4 too, though.
enhanceable
It's a good game.
photographs to Kaya database.
I've been meaning to buy it actually because it went up on GOG like a couple of weeks ago. Silent Hill 4 did, and it's like a really nice looking version for PC. Like, it runs really well, and there's none of the glitches that were in the original version for PC. I think it was only like $7 or something. Like, it'd be worth picking up. I would really like 3 to get a remake, but I can't see Konami doing that because I don't think that they think that there's enough money in that. And I feel the same way about Metal Gear Solid. I feel like they lost a lot of money for a while there, and it seems like they just, they're remaking 3 because that's the cow. That's the one they're going to make the most money on. And then the same thing with Silent Hill. But if they do, that'd be great. Wouldn't complain for sure. What's in all this stuff? Let's check all this stuff out. Maybe this like milk crate thing over here. Bingo. Holds up a bingo card.
A takeout box from Kingston Kitchens. Give me a hard copy of that.
Didn't we already just pick up like that exact one too? The dog. You only played the first one back in the day? I was thinking that was one of the games I was going to do soon. Maybe I might do a playthrough of
The dog collar has a
Silent
name
Hill
on it.
1.
Ricky, maybe? Give me a hard copy of that.
As much as I like 3, I think 1 would be a fun one to go back through because I haven't played through the first game in a long while now. I've watched someone play through it. What a fancy camera. It can even get different angles. Imagine. It's the future, okay?
The earring was shaped like an insect. I didn't know much about jewelry, but it looked like junk to me. Like the cheap crap sold at the stands and shops of Animoid Row.
Give me a hard copy of that.
Okay, so it's his earring. Some sloppy work for you to drop your earring like that. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the Metal Gear Solid 3 remake. I wasn't at first, but the more I seen about it and how I seen how Silent Hill 2 is handled well, gives me faith that it'll be good, you know? I found like people were getting like really offended that I was like, "Oh, I don't really like I'm like, you know, I'm still holding out for like if the game is going to be good or not." When I was saying that, and it's like, man, like it's just common sense, you know. Like Konami is a shit company for a very long time, and in recent years they've seemed to pivot a little bit better and start actually like caring, which is good, and I hope they keep going that direction. I've always said the same thing. I've heard a few people say the same thing actually, which is that Konami and Capcom kind of had like a similar thing going on for a while where they were kind of very, I don't want to say money hungry, but they were definitely going for profit rather than, you know, making good games. And Resident Evil and Silent Hill are like right in that, right? And I think Capcom pivoted a lot quicker than Konami did. Obviously. Is there anything I can get with this guy? Because it seems weird that like there wouldn't be any evidence to do with him, but maybe I'm crazy. This game's very specific sometimes on what it wants me to zoom in on. Clearly, as the last one, we were very unsure. We did get a few things here, though. So maybe that's it. I'm curious if he's like wearing something or there's something that I can look at that would be of interest. I don't see anything else here though. At least I don't think so. So we got the takeout box, we got his earring, we got the dog, right? There's nothing up in that corner. This game's really good. I'm enjoying it so far. And like I said, I don't really mind getting stuck on stuff in the game. Like, it's a mystery game, so like that's the whole point. If I was gonna play this and get annoyed that I was getting stuck on things, it wouldn't be, you know.
Someone had tried to access a bunch of... The earring was shaped like an insect. I didn't know much about jewelry, but it looked like junk to me. Like the detonator wire I pulled out of his skull told the whole story. But I wondered why the killer didn't just shoot him.
That is a good question. Why would he detonate something? That DNA looks so cool, made out of voxels.
The dog collar has a name on it. Ricky, maybe? The dog collar has a name.
The earring was shaped like an...
I checked with UN Air. Looks your rep swung that moonbus massacre.
One of Tyrell's employees got his fat face splattered all over the marble.
Most of the employees I see coming in morning and night, but old Marcus,
Okay, well, I guess we're leaving.
Your floor number, please.
I guess we'll go to the next spot. I was showing 60 earlier, Virtue. You should see the freaking the shit job they did on the making this game look more modernized. It looks so bad when you put the filter on. You can put it on at any point, but man, is it bad! It's literally one of the worst ones I think I've ever seen, because it just smooths everything out where there's like no detail anymore. Like, watch, I'll do it now. See how smooth it makes everything. Like, even like brick textures and stuff just get like completely removed. I'm like, that's shit, man. And it doesn't smooth any of the characters, which are all made of voxels, so you think they'd want to like smooth them out if they were going for that look, but it doesn't. So I've just been playing it without it because it just seems stupid.
You know who deals in insects down here?
You don't want insects? They're no good companion. But fish. Fish are good. I have every kind of fish for you. Blowfish, dorado, miniature sailfish. Very friendly.
No, thanks. I got a dog at home.
Fish just as good as dog.
No, my
Fish
dog
not
is
as good as
real.
dog.
Real? Oh, you must make lots of money.
Let's get back to insects. Official LPD business.
Down at end of Animal Row, you see big green sign? You try there. Good luck with dog, friend. Hope he stays healthy.
See the big green sign that has a friggin' dragonfly on it?
Excuse me, pal.
That's so funny. We can go down this alleyway too. I don't know where I should be looking here. Let's go down here first, just out of curiosity. Whoa. Okay, we'll come back. There's so much to look at down here.
This your work?
Ah, the dragon.
Dragon?
See?
Dragonfly.
Anosoptera. Dragonfly, late of the American South Swampland.
You sell jewelry with dragonflies?
Item like that, very special significance. Very rare, senor. Estate item, and most likely part of large collection. Person must have plenty money to obtain a collection.
More than I can afford.
You try Hawker's Circle. Might want to trade for this. With luck, you may find.
If this is from a collection, I'm also looking for the other pieces.
I make you a deal. I found out where to get dragonfly jewelry. Then, you buy a piece, right? For special lady friend? You come back later.
I'll do that.
You take care, chasing the dragon.
Okay. Can I talk to you again?
Handsome man like you has lady friend, of course.
All my girl cares
Of
about
course.
is food and love.
Oh, how romantic.
What's
is
the
this
girl's name?
name?
Maggie.
Maggie.
Maggie. Ah, Maggie, senor. It's perfect, is it not?
It's kind of ugly, but you tug me. You hear anything yet about that dragonfly jewelry, like what I showed you before?
No, senor. My friend, he's asking for me. If you come back later, maybe I know something more.
Okay, we'll come back then.
Might I interest you in a snake rover one?
Not today, thanks. You know anything about insects?
I regret that I do not know one, save that I feed them to my snakes.
You do what?
Artificial ones, of course. The safeguards in the design of my snakes would not allow them to swallow a real insect.
I assume that this insect is already extinct.
They all died after the war, yes.
So the fakes must be pretty expensive.
If bought in bulk, the price is acceptable. They do not need to eat them, of course, but the added realism is worth every penny. Have you ever seen such craftsmanship?
Right now, I'm more interested in the insect.
Perhaps you should ask the Peruvian woman.
It's so crazy to think that like all the animals are fake in this and stuff like that.
And will cut a wonderful deal to friends.
That like replicants have been like so normalized in like society that like everything is not real. Or most things. Bob Surplus, Bullet Runner. There's so much to look at here that like I don't even know where to fucking start. Hawkers is where she said to go look, right? About the thing. We're going here first.
That a 45 blaster under your coat, or you just happy to be here?
Both.
You got good eyes.
They ought to be. They're the only organs of mine that survived the Phobos Wars intact.
Ray McCoy, Rep Detect.
Blade Runner, huh?
Yeah, that's me.
How come I never heard of you?
I just got assigned.
Yeah, I'm kind of buddies with Davy Holden. How's he doing?
Word is he's gonna be okay.
That skin job must have been pretty damn quick getting by Davy like that. He's the best in the business.
We'll be back on the job soon. You got any decent ammo for my piece?
You mean the good stuff? 'Cause I know them police issue spitballs just don't cut it.
Not these days.
Yeah, I know how it is. If you want to drop a skin job, you need a little extra oomph. I got a few clips around here somewhere, if you got the chin yen for it.
Okay, let's have it.
Yo.
You want to make it as a Blade Runner? You ought to do your own investigations.
That's what I'm trying to do, buddy.
Jesus. Jesus.
Jesus. Sees a machine gun for the first time. Okay. You go this way first. I do want to check that other alleyway before we go to that place, because she said to go there, so I'd like to check over here first.
2 minutes. That's how much time I give every stranger that wanders in here off the street.
Sell a lot of stuff that way?
I don't encourage browsers. What impresses me are people who know what they want and are not afraid to pay for it.
Fair.
What's the most expensive thing you got in here?
Value is a relative notion. What's significant to you might be meaningless to me.
And vice versa.
Everything here is guaranteed. The finest, most authentic anyone can get.
No fakes? I can't go in there? Okay. Never mind. Is that a pig? Like, excuse me?
I got a couple of questions for you, Captain.
First one's on the house. The rest you pay for. You want chit-chat, you hire a hooker. This ain't no social club.
Fair.
Nice bracelet, tough guy. Who's Maggie, your mommy?
She's a dog.
So is my wife, but I sure as hell don't brag about it.
Pour me one.
Just one?
One, but one good one.
McCoy getting loaded.
Pour me one.
Just one?
One, but one good one.
Wonder if you can get wasted. That'd be so funny. Okay, so we can't question him. By the looks of it.
Step up, step up. Mama Isabella cooked you something special. Put a glow in your cheek.
McCoy, LPD. Mind if I ask you a couple of questions?
Questions? They always need answers.
It's kind of how it works, yeah.
This guy work for you?
No, but I wish he do. He be one fine-looking man.
You sure? Never seen him before.
I'd remembered him for sure.
You send a lot of deliveries over to Marcus Eisendaler at the Tyrell building?
Eisendaler. Oh, Eisendaler, yeah. Let me tell you, that man can't eat.
Send anything over lately?
No, sir. No deliveries to him no more. Not since last month. He be way behind on his bill.
Not for a month, eh?
At least. No more till him pay up.
You may have a little trouble collecting. He's dead. That stew's looking tasty.
Fix you right up. Only 30 chinion. It put a spring in your step, man. The ladies, they be loving you.
Thanks for your time.
Okay. Well, This guy don't say nothing besides pour me a drink.
Pour me one.
Just one?
I guess we'll go to that spot they told us to go to, right? This guy got nothing else to say?
Let me tell you what I want, and maybe I'll impress you. All my paperwork is in order.
Doesn't matter. I don't read anyhow. What's your name?
Easel.
You move a lot of valuable goods through here? Valuable and exotic?
How exotic?
We're talking exceptionally fine jewelry in the shape of a dragonfly.
Ah, they were so majestic.
Oh.
I remember them from my childhood, and that was the last time I've seen them.
It's very important that I find out about this. Can you help me?
If I see something, and you can match whatever my collectors will pay, it's all yours.
Thanks a million.
So wait, hang on. Let's leave this area and come back. Can we get another dialogue option if we go back? No. We'll come back after we check out the place she wants us to check out. Let's talk to her first, though, because maybe she has some more information for us by this point.
You hear anything yet about that dragonfly jewelry, like what I showed you before?
No, senor. If you come...
Okay. It's all good. All good. Let's go in here, I guess. Oh, no, this isn't this place. Okay, so it's just loops. Why couldn't I exit then? Earlier. That's weird.
Thanks for your time.
So the dragonfly, the guy that knows about the dragonfly has to be the thing we gotta talk to, right? There's literally nothing else, so... See, I can't go in there. I can't, like,
Excuse me.
interact with any of this stuff. Oh, he just came out. Quick run.
You say everything's top quality here. And go for your old buddy Spencer Gregorian, too?
I met him a while back. He bought some calfskin gloves from me. Said he wanted to do some gardening.
Calfskin?
Faux calfskin.
Gregorian said you were thrown out of cars for having
Wait, isn't that the
violent
cop
tendencies.
missus right there?
Whoever Gregorian is, he's lying.
He also said you were a borderline sociopath who ought to be locked up, but I'm inclined to agree.
Don't you wish I gave a damn about what you think?
I can make you give a damn.
Let me give you a little word of advice, detective. Stay out of my business. More importantly, stay out of my face. All I have to do is make one vid call and you would be shoveling shit off-world for the rest of your career.
Talk to me like that some more and you'll be eating it.
Perhaps
shit.
I can interest you in this camera. 100 years ago, it was a cherished item. Whole families sat for portraits.
I've seen plenty of photographs in my time.
Have you ever seen this?
Well, he ran away, clearly.
Locked.
So all these dudes running behind locked doors. I mean, I get it, but, like, you know.
Locked. Kingston Kitchens. Where have I heard that before?
See?
Maybe we have to look over that photo now.
Locked.
We can't do anything about this, so... Well, what does it want me to do then?
Pour me one.
Just one.
The earring was shaped.
Why aren't you out arresting criminals like that disreputable Bob fellow? He owns the armament shop up the street.
The dog collar has a name on it. Scratches and paint.
See? And a sup.
It was a Tyrell sales brochure for the Nexus series.
So...
Thanks for your time.
Wait, like... There he is again.
No, wait!
You blew your retirement loot this time, Slim.
What are you doing?
Tracking this. What are you doing here besides putting your nuts on the chopping block?
Investigating Ezo. Maybe we should compare notes.
Maybe you should find another line of work. Just in case I'm not around to bail you out next time. I'll wait for the uniforms. Why don't you grab yourself a slice of quiche or something? And pick up a bottle of scotch for the real Blade Runner, will ya?
Hang on, I'm gonna try reloading again. I'm gonna try reloading again. I just want to see if there's, like, anything I can actually do there. There's a lot of, like, areas in this game where I think that I'm supposed to do something, and then I try to do it, and then it doesn't really give you the option. It's just kind of there, you know?
You blew your retirement loot this time, Slim.
Got him.
What are you doing here?
Tracking this piece of shit. What are you doing here besides putting your nuts on the chopping block?
Investigating Ezo. Maybe we should compare notes.
Maybe you should find another line of work. Just in case I'm not around to bail you out next time. I'll wait for the uniforms. Why don't you grab yourself a slice of quiche or something? And pick up a bottle of scotch for the real Blade Runner, will ya? Just kidding, Slim.
Hey.
Been pretty busy, haven't you, Slim?
Hey.
Been pretty busy.
Bro, these NPCs keep getting in my way. The pathing is brutal. So we can't do anything with his body? Guess not, huh? Oops. I guess we can leave now because he's dead, so he's not going to try to murder us. Can I talk to this lady now, I wonder?
You hear anything yet about that?
No, sir, if you come.
Okay. Cool. I guess we'll just leave then. Save. Another empty slot.
I was fresh out of Leeds. Poking around Hawker's circle had been a waste of time. I had nothing
Not
to
really.
connect this Ezo character to the Eisendaler murder. But if the replicants had done in one Tyrell scientist, maybe they'd go after another. And the subcontractors down on DNA Row didn't have Tyrell security to protect them.
Down on Animoid Row. Let's go to the police station. We're getting somewhere. Slowly. I'm glad we're making progress. Sucks I had to redo that a little bit, but that's my own fault. I gotta be more careful when I'm playing older games to be saving constantly, you know? He's not here right now. We'll have to come back, I guess. Okay, we'll come back. I just saved you.
Mainframe and shooting range.
Okay. Into the Esper room. Let's do this first. Got my ears so itchy. Okay, so we got 2 extra photos now, right?
Hawker's Circle.
To be the picture he took of me, but maybe there's something going on in the background that I can use. That's so funny. Hmm. Hmm. I don't see anything with this picture, so maybe that picture's just for continuity.
China bar.
We also got this one, which I'm assuming was on the camera, so... Who are these folks? That's the guy, isn't it? Isn't that like our main suspect? Am I crazy? Looks like it. Yep.
That guy sure gets around. Give me a hard copy of that.
Okay, what about her? I can't get any, like, no picture of her. Obviously she matters if she's talking to him. Right? Stat. Security camera.
Interesting. Give me a hard copy of that.
So we can go and grab the security camera footage from the bar. Can I really not get nothing on this person? It seems weird that they'd give us the option to like zoom in here, but like not actually investigate anything to do with this other person. Do you have anything in his hand? Hmm. We can pan kind of, but there's not really anything over there, so I don't know. I'm trying to like see if I can get like something on this person, but it doesn't seem like it wants me to do that, so here's what it is. I guess that's just a shine on the seat. I keep thinking there's something there. Okay. I'm surprised there's nothing in this one. I thought it was gonna have to do with this other guy in the trench coat here. I wonder if that's supposed to be a reference to the movie because it happens at the same time. I wonder if that's supposed to be Decker. I could see that. Maybe it's just meant to be like a little cute cameo, you know? Can we really not zoom in on their face? No. Well, I don't know.
Uploading personal clue database. Downloading mainframe clue database.
Well.
Clue database transfer complete.
So now we got all her files too. See, that's why we want to do that. I'm going to save real quick again. Okay.
The earring was shaped like an insect. I didn't...
The dog collar has a name on it. Ricky Kingston Kitchen.
Why aren't you out arresting criminals like that disreputable Bob?
See? Anosoptera. Dragonfly.
It was a Tyrell.
Okay. I mean, we're making progress. We're getting somewhere here, so... Can't complain.
Laboratory.
Let's check the lab before we leave and make sure there's no one in here we can talk to. Yep, no one. Okay. I think we'll go to the Tyrell building again and look at some stuff now that we have more evidence, maybe. And then we'll head back to Anemoid Row or whatever it's called. This game's interesting. I'm actually, like, trying to figure out what's going on. I like it. Okay.
Messy up there, is...
I may have more questions for...
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's go up and check again.
Nothing. Nothing.
Yeah, don't really give me the option to check anything here, so... I don't know. I thought there was something else we got the last time that we did this when we failed and had to redo it, but... Maybe I'm wrong.
Disgusting. Nothing.
Guess we'll just leave. Okay. Because we're at the try. I'm just curious if there's anything else we can do there. We gotta go talk to that, this guy.
You got any discs from that camera?
I just serve drinks, pal. But if you're gonna sit there until I cough it up, well, here it is.
Thank you.
Pour me one.
Just one?
One, but one good one.
Okay. Well, we got that, so that's something. Let's go back this way. You got nothing else to say?
Thanks for your time.
Okay. Can we talk to this guy again? Because we did kind of have like a conversation going with him a little bit.
Thanks for your time.
No. Okay, well.
Jesus.
Jesus. Fair enough. Let's try talking to her again.
You hear anything yet about that
No, sir. If you could.
Yeah. Well, we can't check this out here. We got to go back to our house or to the police lab to check it. So, I guess we'll head back to one of those spots to check it. This disc. Let's go to our apartment just for a change. What do you think, Willow? She's so cute.
Your floor number, please.
Apartments.
McCoy, 88F.
88. Thank you.
We'll go for a little bit longer. We'll probably end after that.
Good doggy.
Okay, let's check this camera footage now.
Scanning video disk. One enhanceable image found.
Mm-hmm.
Adding enhanceable photographs to Kaya database.
Mm-hmm.
China bar.
Okay. I'm zooming in on this person. Maybe not, though. Nope. This person? Yeah, because they got the camera. Is that the guy that we killed?
He looks familiar. Give me a hard copy of that.
He looks familiar. Yeah, we murdered him. We took that guy out. Why was he taking a picture? He was trying to take a picture of them talking, obviously, right? Oh. The police chief guy?
Guza? Give me a hard copy of that.
Yeah, what's he doing there? That's interesting. What these folks? They don't look, they just look like they're just chilling. They're not high quality enough to be important. Okay. Well, that guy was taking the picture. He took the picture he was trying to get. We've seen the picture he was taking, essentially. So, the question is there anything else that we need to analyze here? Because this guy looked important, but it doesn't seem like he is, so. Touche. Is there anything else I can get of this guy, I wonder? Can't be, right? Yeah, I don't know. Okay. So we get that angle there, and then this theoretically is the picture he was taking from that angle, which is of these two people, this girl and our main suspect. We get the camera footage, so now we can see the opposite angle. I don't know. Keep saving. I'm trying to think what we can do here. Izo's friend. I guess we can go down and talk to him at the police station, eh? All of our suspects.
Portrait of the sleep-deprived.
Maybe we should go out on the balcony, though, because it seems like that triggers cutscenes sometimes. Although, we just went out there automatically last time, so...
Here you go, baby. Dinner time.
We'll go talk to the police chief,
Your
guy.
number, please.
And,
Roof.
maybe go back and talk to Mrs. now that we've got a little bit more evidence. Maybe enough time has passed. It's hard to say. I mean, we're making lots of progress, so I'm happy. I'm always worried whenever I do games like this that I'm going to do a stream and I'm not going to get anywhere with the progress of it, you know? We could also check the lab as well. We need to see if any of the stuff gave us any kind of DNA or anything. The dude wasn't there the last time. Still not here. God damn it. 225.
Laboratory, mainframe, and shooting range. Ground floor.
And there's gonna be no one in the lockup because the guy we shot is dead, I'm assuming, so. See if dude's in his office, shall we? Nope. Does that mean we can investigate some stuff, though? Ooh, what's that?
We get a new weapons shipment?
Nope. That's not what I meant to do. Open the console. Super runs away. Close. Weapons order form. Wait, hang on. I gotta make sure there's nothing else in there, because if there's something here, I need to know. Don't seem like it, though. Okay. Well, I'm glad we went in there, hey?
Laboratory.
Check the lab before we leave. We'll go into the Esper room again, maybe. Upload our stuff.
Uploading personal clue database. Download. Clue database.
Nothing new. I don't know.
Roof.
I guess we'll go back to Animal Row. Check that out again. And then if we don't get much from there, I guess I'll just end stream soonish. What was in Chinatown? It was just a restaurant, right? Which doesn't really help us at any point here now, so.
Anything unusual happen?
Business slow today. But tonight my people bring over baby barracudas. They're very cute. You should buy.
I'll pass.
This person's just trying to sell fish constantly here.
You hear anything yet?
No, senor. If you come...
How about you? Anything else to say?
Thanks for your time.
I guess we're not really passing any days or anything either yet, so, you know, it's kind of hard to make full progress, I guess.
Locked.
Oh. Well then. What did that do for me though? Because I was like, I can't really go in here though. Is that a secret? Okay, save again. Nothing else we can check. Hello? Excuse me? Excuse me? What is this? Guns?
There were off-world rifles here and more. Grenades, explosives, modern rifles, even some police-issue restricted weaponry. Ezo wasn't some small-time fence, but a big-time arms dealer. The exact
Clearly.
arms that renegade replicants would be looking for to survive in the big city.
Interesting.
Nothing else there. Nothing else there.
Go out that way. I feel like we're gonna get into like a battle sequence soon. That's all you got to say about that? I mean, there's not really much we can look at here. We're pretty much just, meant to go that way, I guess. Can we go up there? What's out this way? Whoa.
That's impossible. That's impossible.
Okay, well, clearly we can't do anything there. Can we go up here? Where's this go to is the question. Interesting, though. There gotta be something more down here, right? Gotta be. So he essentially had like this shortcut going from like the guns range, the guy selling guns, to his place. So he's like laundering a little bit, I guess. Pretty interesting though. I'm actually, like, very surprised at, like, all the turns that this is taking.
Nothing else there.
Because, like I said, it's very, it's an older game, so usually games from this era, like, story-wise, voice acting-wise, are not always the greatest, but damn, this game really pushing it. Good for it.
Pour me one.
Just one?
One good one.
But one good one.
One, but one good one. Okay. Maybe we need to go to the gun shop again or talk to that guy again, maybe? I assume.
Thanks for your time.
Oh, you got nothing to say about it?
Jesus.
Jesus. Okay.
There were off-world rifles here and more. Grenades, explosives.
I mean, we're making lots of progress, so, like, I can't really complain. There's nothing else we can do here, so...
I've gotten all I can from that.
We're still able to go in there?
Locked.
Oh. I was gonna say.
Interesting.
Interesting. What an interesting fire hydrant. Whoa, who are you?
Tough day, McCoy.
Can we talk to him?
Hey.
You killed anyone yet?
Yes.
Hey.
Go home and get some rest. I'm sure you need it.
Okay. Sounds good to me. Sounds good to me. Talk to this lady. She probably wants me to come back tomorrow, I'm assuming. Right?
You hear anything? No, if you come.
Yeah, so if I come back tomorrow, she'll do it. I tried to sleep, and he didn't go to sleep. He just did his little dialogue thing. Oh well. Well, we'll go back, we'll sleep, get ready for the next day, and I'll probably end stream there, and then we can start the next day on the next stream. Because it's probably a good spot to do it. We made a good bit of progress. I'm not sure how long. I know this game isn't super long, so I'm not sure, like, how much farther we gotta go, but I mean, I'm pretty slow at going through these games anyways. Like, these games are probably like 4 hours if you know everything that you're supposed to do, but like when I don't know what I'm doing, it ends up being like 10 to 15 hours usually, so we'll see.
Your floor number, please.
McCoy, 88F.
88. Thank you.
Okay, girl, we're going to sleep.
Portrait of the sleep-deprived.
See, he just comes out here every time. That's why I'm like, what? I thought you were going to bed. Maybe we gotta do that first.
Violent street crime in the city rose again last year by a whopping 26%, according to the latest figures from the Department of Justice. Governor Kolvig attributed the change to the dramatic increase in the number of specials registered as city residents and promised a tough new set of standards for the City Immigration Bureau by next month.
Portrait of the sleep-deprived.
Okay, I'll save here, I guess. Does it just, like, overwrite? Is there only, like, a certain amount of them? Yes. Okay, I'm going to end stream here. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it very much.